Hello, this Professor 627. Now, this video here called Anti-Human Agenda, because that's what it is. There's an anti-human agenda going on now in this country and in the world now. Now, basically, they cutting jobs. You know, everything in this world is about a job. You need a job to pay for whatever. You know what I'm saying? You need a job to pay your bills. You need a job to buy food. You need a job to buy clothes. You need a job for fuel. You need a job to pay for your car, right? So if they cutting jobs, what we gonna do? You know, how we gonna raise a family if you ain't got a job, if you can't afford food, if you can't afford medicine, if you can't afford whatever? You know, they're replacing the humans have jobs. They're replacing the humans' jobs with machines. You know, people need jobs, you know, and I don't know why. People just go along with this silly stuff. I saw like a thing in Japan. They got robot teachers. So all the kids sitting down now, young kids sitting down now, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 years old, and there's a robot teacher, and everybody thinks it's good. It's a robot. Hi, this robot's going to take your job. Why all of a sudden now human beings take second place to machines? Who's making all this garbage up? Why are we coming second place to machines and the environment? Like they say, oh, we're doing this to save the earth. Well, what is the point of the earth if there's no human beings to live on the earth? You know what I'm trying to say? The people come first, and then the planet comes second. Because if there's no people alive, well, who cares about the planet? It's just like another ball globe floating in outer space. Neptune, Mars, Pluto, whatever. You know, if there's no human beings alive, there's no point of the planet. Who cares about the planet if there's no human beings alive to occupy and live on the planet? So the people come first and the planet comes second. But these people who run this world, the globalists, the technocrats, whatever they call themselves, you know, they put everything first apart from humans. You know, I was listening to this person, listening to that person, and they said there's an anti-human agenda. I'm like, these guys, they're crazy, man. They loco, man. They ain't no anti-human agenda. What are they talking about? I'm scared. I'm frightened. Why are they making this stuff up? But the more I listen and the more I see, I start to realize it's true. There is an anti-human agenda. They do everything they do is against the human being. You know what I'm trying to say? Everything they do is against the human being, and something else is preferred, like animals. I remember back in the day now, had this problem in Africa, and they created this scenario. Remember the film Gorillas in the Mist? They created the scenario. The gorillas need this habitat here, and then the people need the habitat. Who do we choose? Do we save this habitat, this forest, this greenery, whatever, for the gorillas to survive and mate and live and multiply? Or do we save it for the humans, the black Africans? Can you believe they're going to make a distinction between saving a gorilla, an animal, a monkey, or saving a human being? So the woman making this documentary is like, they leave you in limbo, like you got to try and work out who's more important, the gorillas or the humans. So there's an anti-human agenda. And if there's no jobs, what are we going to do? Just have a pile of humans somewhere without no money. You can't survive in this world without a job, without money. Yeah? Now we got the end of the family, right? All I can see, they're doing everything they can to stop people getting married, to stop couples now. Now here in the UK now, you could be living with your girlfriend and you have the slightest dispute and she's on the phone now. She called the police. Police come. They made a law, I think in 2011, 2012, something like that. If the police come to your house, you got to go leave your house for 6 weeks, sleep on your friend's sofa or whatever, and the girlfriend can occupy your house. What kind of silly stuff is that, right? So all of this they bringing in is to end the relationships between men and women at all costs. They don't want to see men and women together anymore. Because if a man and a woman be together, cohabiting, living in a house, right, they're going to have intercourse. And if they have intercourse, they may produce children. And the last thing the globalists, the technocrats, the people who run this planet want to see is children. Oh, they want to see their children. Yeah, they want to see their evil, incest, inbred, evil, demonic children. But they don't want to see our children, right? So they're doing everything to stop this. You go on the internet now, you got all these sites now. Sites promoting lesbianism, sites promoting gays, sites promoting transvestites and all this stuff, transgender people. Now don't get me wrong, man, I'm not homophobic, right? No, I'm not homophobic at all, right? But what I'm saying, what's behind this? Well, all of a sudden now, there's all these sites encouraging you to be a homosexual, yeah? Encouraging teenage boys now. Not even some man who's 35, 32, 40 years old. He realized he always wanted to be a woman his whole life. Yeah? And now he wants to be a transvestite. He wants to get a sex change. Now they put the idea in the heads of even have their first girlfriend. Yeah, before they have their first heterosexual relationship, now they want to have a boob job. Because they've empowered the female and they made it look like it's all good to be a female. It's all about being a woman. It's all about being sexy. It's all about being slutty. It's all about being hot now. So they put the ideas in the boy's head now. And they attack masculinity. They bring masculinity down and they put our femininity up. So now the boys are thinking, well, I might as well be a female. I saw something. What do they call these things now? Oh, I can't remember. But you got a lot of youngsters now in the late teens and early 20s now with boob jobs. Can you believe this? And all of this is so this male doesn't get with a female and have children, the end of the family. And then you got normal gay guys getting together. Two men cannot produce children, right? Then you got women, lesbians getting together. Yeah, all of this is because they don't want to see children anymore. That's why they end the family. Now, if you happen to be heterosexual, there's a third person in the relationship now. Yeah, you got the police, you got the social services, whatever. You know, and the woman's encouraged now. Slightest situation, just call us and we'll come around. So now you got this person in between you. You know, my neighbor was saying something now. He had a little argument with his wife. Next thing you know, social services in the house. You know what I'm trying to say? So all of this now is to put a barrier, a fence in between a man and a woman so they can't produce children, so they can't have a family. You know what I'm saying? So that must be an anti-human agenda, because if they don't want to see children and they don't want to see a family, well, that's anti-human. That's against humans, right? So it's not parallel. You know what I'm trying to say? And another thing now, they got all this water shortage. You talked about a water shortage. Okay, so, and if the price of the water is going up, the price of the water, keep believing, the price of the water now in the UK is ridiculous, man. Soon it's going to be, they're going to put it up to for £500 a year for water. In fact, they said on the news this week, they wanted to put it up, I think, £20, £30, but the Water Commission said you can't do it. You know what I'm trying to say? So basically, human beings need water to survive, to live. So if they make like water scarce or expensive and you can't drink water, well, that means you're going to suffer, you're going to perish. You know? Some Indian film director was talking about how this situation is already there now in India, right? Where people can't afford water or they don't have access to water. This agenda is already put into place. And if human beings can't drink water, then human beings are going to die. You know what I'm trying to say? Same thing with the food shortage now. You know, if human beings can't buy food, if you ain't got a job, you can't buy food. But that means you must die, right? And if you do manage to get some kind of food, yeah, you might stay alive, but you ain't going to be healthy, you know? You need food, and you need food. You don't need genetically modified food, because that food's bad for you. Now, in the laboratories now, they give this rats and animals the genetically modified food, and they get tumors. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, it's what the researchers say. The animals soon, they get tumors, right? And then after, I think, 3 generations, they can no longer reproduce. So why are they putting this, why are they trying to force us to eat genetically modified food if it's going to make you sterile, right? And if you're going to get tumors and die and be sick and get cancer. Now, that's what I'm trying to say. So first, when I heard this saying there's an anti-human agenda, I said it's ridiculous, it's preposterous. These people crazy. But when I research it, the evidence is all there. And what I'm trying to say. Now you got some people now on the internet, they're talking about aliens now. Yeah, they talk about aliens from outer space, and Hollywood been making movies for years. Star Trek, this, that, whatever. Star Wars, whatever. There's always some movie now about aliens and from space and E.T. and all this stuff now. So you got some people now talking all this stuff about aliens really in charge behind the scenes. And I'm like, oh, these people, this is too much, man. These people crazy. But now, it makes you wonder, man. It's like, if they don't care about humans, who do they care about? You know what I'm saying? And I saw this this video about the Canadian Parliament. Now in Canada now, you got the whole Canadian Parliament all sitting down talking like aliens being they miss. Can you believe this? They're sitting down, the whole Parliament now, the whole people who run Canada, sitting down talking on camera about aliens like they're just in the building, or there's one next door, they used to work with one. Just like that, man. So this alien agenda stuff is coming from the top, man. That's just a few crazy people talking in the street somewhere, drinking lager, drinking beer. This is coming from the top. The whole Canadian Parliament sitting down on TV in their parliament, in their government place, talking about aliens as though they work with them, they take orders from them. The aliens be their colleagues. So on the basis of what the Canadian Parliament is saying now, well then, on the basis of what the Canadian Parliament is saying now, if they taking orders from aliens, well then maybe I don't know, maybe aliens is in charge of this planet. I don't know. Because whatever they do is never for the benefit of human beings. They make all this music. Hip-hop was a nice little thing, right? A little bit tough, a little bit violent here and there. But when they urbanized the music, they weaponized it. It became just something where it was all about killing. Yeah, killing this person, killing that one. Guns, drugs, they promote everything evil through hip-hop. Same thing with the music now. The movies, all these crazy movies, Saw and Hostel and all these crazy movies. Absolutely no reason somebody killing somebody. For no reason. Just see anybody for some strange reason you kill this person. Only a crazy person would enjoy this kind of stuff. Yeah, when these movies came out in like the 80s or whatever, I never liked those movies. From day one, I did all these crazy movies and all this, somebody killing somebody for no reason. Like, remember the movie now called Hitcher? Some guy just shooting people for no reason. I said, what, this is crazy, man. I never liked those stupid movies. I never liked those movies. So, they make these movies because they want to encourage people to kill somebody, anybody, for no reason. Yeah? There's a satanic thing behind all of this garbage. And all I'm trying to say, it's the rise of Lucifer. It might sound crazy, but why like this Hollywood always making something to put bad ideas into someone's head? Huh? Always trying to make something to put evil ideas into somebody's head. Why they don't make something to put good ideas in somebody's head? Why don't make a film about pottery, or somebody painting flowers, or somebody planting seeds in a meadow? Why are those going to make some evil stuff? Why? Because they're trying to demonize the population. They try to satanize the population till you're so corrupt now and crazy and sick you can't even have a decent thought in your head. Also, I believe too, Once you start to think this evil stuff is normal, because you get when you see all this blood and gore everywhere, you start to think it's okay. So when they go and have their wars, yeah, and they're arming the terrorists and all this stuff, like arming the rebels and all this stuff, when you see all the blood and the dead bodies, to you it's normal. Because you watch it on a movie, or you're playing on a game. All these games they got now, all these crazy games, putting ideas into kids' heads. Yeah, every night in the UK now, every time you put on the news, you hear stab, somebody got stabbed, or a child got stabbed, somebody killed. A whole group of kids running down the street with machetes and swords and knives and killing one kid. Can you believe this? Broad daylight, yeah? In a so-called civilized country in the first world. A group of 15 kids, all armed with swords and knives and anything they can get, right, will run down the street in a crowded tube station, Victoria tube station, and kill somebody. This happens all the time. Yeah? All over London, all over the UK, this happens. Yeah, good group of kids chase one kid and kill him. School kid. Yeah? You know where they get these ideas from? I'll tell you where they get these ideas from. They get these ideas from the movies. They get these ideas from the game. Some of it come from the hip hop. The hip hop is less violent, kill. Now the new brand of hip hop now is like satanic. You know, they're all satanic, like Lil Wayne, right? But most of the ideas come from all these games just about killing. Killing all the time. Killing. What is this? Who's behind this evil? We gotta stop this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Don't let your children watch it, right? Don't let your children watch these movies. Don't let your children play these games. We have to stop this. You know? There's an evil that's trying to pollute all of our minds, get us all to do bad and wrong things. We don't have to accept it. You don't have to watch TV. Turn it off. Throw it away. Well, keep the TV and you watch your DVDs on it, right? And you watch what is decent, what is good. You don't let your kids just watch anything. You know what I'm trying to say? So like I'm saying, all of this goes against humanity. All of this stuff goes against humanity, because the human now is anti-human. You see another human and you think, oh, let me just kill them. You know, you have no empathy for your fellow human being. That's what I'm seeing all around me. What I'm trying to say, there is an anti-human agenda. Think about it.